Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a different video. I just wanted to get on camera, try something new, and talk to you guys. I am a user and lover of Reddit. We love Reddit. We love parts of Reddit, and it can be super useful and it can be super entertaining. So today we're going to actually be going through the r/bad roommates subreddit. I keep seeing things on this subreddit and they're crazy. And I just feel like we need to experience this together. This is all in honor of me and my boyfriend moving in together, which, yay, we love. He's going to be a very good roommate. These people will not be, so let's just get into it. Okay, this one's just classic. I see this all the time. It kind of blows my mind. They got mad at me for telling them to clean up after themselves, which I feel like is like a very common thing with roommates. This is not bad. I don't know. I'm a very clean person, so this would bug me, but like this is not bad. Okay, living in a biohazard, this is dramatic. This is dramatic. Let's not do this. My best mate's having a nightmare. Housemate stealing money and climbing in his bed naked. So my good mate is in a situation with his housemate who's doing all sorts of shit to make his life awful. They used to be best mates and have fell out big time. Suspicions arose when 1,200 euros in cash had gone missing from his savings folder that he kept in his bedroom. A savings folder? I assume these people are not 15. If you are putting money in, it's your savings account is in a folder in your bedroom, at that point, honestly, I think you need to be taught a lesson and you should be stolen from. Now, this past week, he's installed a baby cam hidden. It's much worse than just stealing. The housemate waits for him and his girlfriend to leave the house and goes in the room naked, erection, and everything. I love I don't know where this is going, but I love the idea that you're trying to like get back at your roommate or you're just trying to be a little shit. And so you are rock hard going into their bedroom. Not that they would know, but you know. So it's like you're just getting the hardness all over all of their things, which is like, whatever. There's also video evidence of him going through dirty washing, grabbing her pants, sniffing them, and putting them in his back pocket. Okay. This is where it gets creepy. So it's not a power play. The hardness that I mentioned previous is not a power play. It's actually just a weird, perverse kink. So now this has gotten weird. There's video footage of him picking up the folder that he keeps his money in. Looking through it seems like he's considered stealing, but it's too empty so far to Okay, here's the thing about Reddit. Sometimes people are like illiterate in the way that they write sentences, and my dyslexic brain already has a hard time with well-written sentences, so I'm gonna try this again. There's video footage of him picking up the folder that he keeps his money in, looking through it, seems like he's considering stealing, but it's too empty so far, too obvious, so he just puts it back without. Okay. Sorry that your roommate's going into your bedroom rock hard, but let's learn how to write sentences. Ex-roommate moved out with the room looking like this. TLDR, crappy ex-roommate was crappy. Crappy was crappy. Crappy was crappy. Crappy ex-roommate was crappy and left all this behind after being evicted. Okay. This is like, honestly, I think pretty typical roommate behavior, especially when you're younger. People will just leave things because they don't want to deal with it. If somebody was actively living here at this time, that would be a nightmare. But at least when it's a complete rat's nest, you know that you can just dump everything and move on with your life. Roommate never flushes the toilet. Okay. So I've started to see this man's shit in the toilet more than anyone in my life. We literally didn't have a working toilet in our house for 4 days because he clogged both of them. If you are causing two toilets, there's like something legally, clinically wrong with you. Because, now, albeit, I have not clogged a ton of toilets in my life, but the level of things that have to happen for you to clog it and then do it a second time, at this point, I would not be worried about his bathroom habits. I would be worried about like what being he's trapped inside. Like, who's haunting him from the inside? What demon is trying to get out? Because I don't think that this is normal behavior, but also I mean, maybe this straight man hit a new low. Let's just say that. I wouldn't care as much, but I had to deal with the plumber being pissed that he had to fish out turds while everybody else is radio silent in this ordeal. Fast forward to yesterday, we literally get a brand new toilet. Haven't even used it yet. He leaves for work earlier than I got to do my business, and there was more shit in the toilet, dude. Like, why the fuck is flushing a toilet so hard for a 30-year-old grown man? Okay, so this is not a young person. This is a nasty man. This is I almost want to say that like men sometimes degrade as they get older because they just care less and they care less about what people think, which is like the last thing that we want. We want men to care what people think so that way they don't do this. I, if you live alone, I kind of understand like not dealing with the clogged toilet because you're just going to get to it another day. You pencil it on the calendar, you're getting to it later. When you live with somebody else and they've seen what you've done, they've seen what the demon has done, what what the Babadook inside of you has produced, I think that that's when a little bit of like embarrassment should kick in, but apparently not. Apparently, we can just leave Babadook's business in the toilet, go to work, go to our 9 to 5, knowing that it's going to be hell when we get back home. Honestly, maybe this is a kink thing again. Maybe no. Every time I get on Reddit, I have to remind myself it could be a kink. When in doubt, it could be a kink. So let's just go at it from that lens. The first person that comments said, put him on blast. Dookie Blast. Dookie Blast! Please update. So I started with why there's poop in our new clean toilet, dude, and he follows up with, oh, forgot to flush. I didn't want to wake anybody up at 5 a.m. I was like, dude, I don't think anyone cares about hearing the toilet flush early in the morning. Also, there was no paper in the toilet. Oh, there was no toilet paper. Oh, he's raw dogging it? He is crusty raw dogging it? Okay, this is Babadook has a kink because he wants to get caught. He wants them to know. He wants them to realize that he's got a dirty little butt. Because this is, I don't want to wake you up at 5 a.m. If a grown straight man has the potential to have sex with another human person, they're going like you will hear it no matter what. They don't care. They're not thinking about it. They're not being like demure and coy. It could be 3 a.m. and he is getting his brains blown out in that other bathroom. But then all of a sudden he's pooping in that bathroom later and he's got to be just quiet like a mouse. No, he wants to get caught. Okay, how is this fair? Long story short, my male housemate has been going on dates with a 30-year-old female and brings her back sometimes and they stay over. I never complain because it's none of my business. Even when I could hear them because the walls are so thin, I tune it out. Okay, case in point. One day I brought home a woman for the first time. We didn't even have sex, just stayed in my room, talked, cuddled, and I took her home when she was ready. I wouldn't have sex in this house because of the thin walls. The next day, my roommate tells me how she felt uncomfortable with me bringing a woman over. I asked her, how is it fair that I've seen you bring multiple men over and I can't bring one woman over? And then she told me, my house, my rules. Love. This is already giving like a homophobic twist. So it's a girl living with another girl, and that girl is homophobic. I love the new homophobic comeback being like, don't like I kissed my boyfriend and like, I kissed my boyfriend in a restaurant, and the owner comes up and is like, my house, my rules. I like kiss somebody on the street, and some man tells me, my house, my rules. I think I'd have to respect a little bit and be like, okay, yes, sir. Let me close the door on the way out so you don't lose any AC. And then she told me, my house, my rules. And after that, I had to walk away because I almost said something that would have escalated things. Oh, so she's an adult. She's a conflict avoidant lesbian. Oh, fun. Keep in mind, I live with 3 women and she's bringing men over to stay the night. Even one of the other roommates would not come out of her room unless I was out because she felt scared and uncomfortable with these men she brings over. I'm honestly pissed with her my house, my rules comment. Her bringing men over and being gross and the men being gross, we don't need that. The my house, my rules comment, that's a slide. That's funny. I know that you're living in a homophobic situation, but like at the end of the day, that's a really funny way to shut down a conversation about somebody's like relationship. I don't know. It's on one hand, it's so sad because it's like homophobic and it's like it's 2024, just get on the internet and grow up. On the other hand, it's like, I don't know. I want to start using that in my personal life now. My house, my rules. Once again, if we take that comment from the kink perspective, maybe your roommate just really loves feeling like she's mommy, she's auntie, and she wants you to respect her. It's her house, her rules, and then she's gonna get her rocks off later to that. Okay, are we being assholes or is she a bad roommate? Chances are, if you have to put it on Reddit, she's being a bad roommate. Oh, never mind. Super long, I'm not reading that. Okay, awful roommate story, and it's short. You know those sticky traps for bugs or mice? Not only did a mouse decompose to a skeleton, a mouse decomposed. A mouse decomposing to a skeleton is like next level shit. Like, I get that all these roommates online and like all of your horrible roommates don't clean, but a mouse decomposing to a skeleton because your roommate's being so petty and they won't clean is like, I sound horrible, but you almost have to respect the hustle. That is just next level. There was a massive roach infestation. I hadn't gone into the kitchen for at least a month. There were so many roaches stuck to that trap. They were laid on top of one another. They were alive, rattling their exoskeletons. I moved out soon after. Oh, okay, okay. I don't. Oh, that's bad. The mice skeleton is almost like an interesting feature of the house. It's almost like a testament to like how petty somebody can be. The roach infestation, girl, even if that mouse hadn't decomposed, I don't think that trap was gonna do enough because if your whole thing is covered in roaches, if roaches are everywhere, the rattling though, I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm terrified. Hello, beautiful people of Reddit. I've been a part of this group or whatever they're called for a while, and I've read almost everything on here. This is where I need y'all's advice. My husband, 27 male, and I, 25 female, own a cute little condo that's 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. We have an amazing couple who's been renting our second bedroom since the beginning of June, and they're about to move out. And I've never in my life had roommates, and my husband was the only person I lived with that wasn't family. That's a new take. Couples renting with couples. If it was one person renting with a couple, that makes sense. But a couple on couple action, that's on one hand that could get really weird because once again, everything's a kink. On the other hand, that like I kind of like that idea because then you already have like the energy's so well spread. You probably have 2 women, you probably have 2 men, you guys can like commingle unless everybody's hot or one person's especially hot and then it's just a bang fest and then you're losing your girlfriend. With the roommates moving out, we are now looking for new roommates to fill that room. I was wondering if you could offer some advice on what red flags to look out for as I interview people for it. Nobody said anything fun. This is my favorite. Okay, the last one I think we're gonna do is called Being Petty. My roommate and I recently had a falling out. I respect them, but they do not respect me in the slightest. It's hard to piss me off, but they broke me. What are some ways to be petty as fuck? I've personally furnished most of the common areas, so that's where I want to start. Love this! Love that they're like, 1, I respect them. 2, I'm gonna fuck them up. And 3, I want ideas. This is also not saying this is where I want to start is in the common areas is definitely not like, ooh, I want to do just a little shitty thing. It's like you're about to become a masochist psychopath with the way that you just like degrade them bit by bit because you've got a plan. If you go to court, you're going to jail because this was premeditated. They can't use the TV in the living room because I've hidden the remote in my bedroom. Petty. What's next? Getting rid of my coffee pot they use on the daily or hiding the knife block that I spent more than $1,500 on? Give me all your ideas, the spicier the better. $1,500 for a knife block? Rich? Let's see what people say. Hide the couch cushions in your room. What have they done to piss you off? I can, at times, be a creative evil genius. I need more context before I get carried away. They broke agreements we made when we moved in together. Once they found a significant other, all respect for me went out the window. That's a little vague. What have you done? What have you done? That, huh. Something about that doesn't exactly read fit the crime to the punishment. You know what I mean? That's not exactly like, oh yeah, get them. They found a significant other and probably don't give a fuck now. Okay, this one's actually evil. Activate parental controls on the Wi-Fi. Create short 1 to 2 minute blackouts of his sites or his devices during his favorite gaming times. This will make people think he's leaving on purpose, thus killing his rating and reputation. Block YouTube, Netflix, and any social media he uses at times you're not at home or asleep. That is like mental warfare. At this point, internet and Wi-Fi is like a human right. Otherwise, you are completely cut off from the world. So if you like make somebody lose their mind because they think that something keeps being wrong with their Wi-Fi, but there's nothing obvious, they might actually end up killing you. They might like lose their minds, be holed up in their room for days, and then kill you. More power to you, but I mean, I would go with caution on that one. Okay, well, that's bad roommates. Most that I could find were just people being dirty, which, like, don't be dirty. but some of those were actually kind of fun. If you guys just liked listening to me just go through stuff and like react to things on the internet, please let me know. And if you didn't, please let me know. I want to do more other different types of videos like this, so I figured it would just be fun to like go out of my comfort zone and just try and talk. So hopefully this gets easier and you guys give me ideas and I'll just keep making more videos for you. So if you like this, go ahead and hit like, and if you want to see more, hit subscribe. I love getting the encouragement from you guys. It really helps, and obviously I love hearing from you. So with that, that is my video for this week, and I will see you guys next time.